Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be showing you how to do 3 Christmas DIYs that you can do with your kids. One of them is kind of iffy if you want to do with your kids or not, but it works out with ours. My sister is a super good crafter. She loves to craft and she's super good with it. She always helps me with all my kids' birthday parties and anything that I have, so she was helping us do that today. You may recognize her from my hair fading video. It is the same sister, so if you want to find out how to do these 3 crafts, just keep watching. First up are these DIY Christmas ornaments. We just went ahead and purchased some clear plastic ornaments from Michael's, and then we just let the kids pick out what they wanted to fill them up with. They ended up choosing little jingle bells and little pom-poms, and then you just fill up the inside and put the cap on. This can be for any age. As you can see, my little 1-year-old daughter is doing it, and then we just went ahead and wrote their names on them. Then what we did is we took a piece of ribbon, looped it through the top, and hung it on the tree. This little craft was super affordable. It was only a total of $3.
This little pretty flowers we done, and we are just to guess put these rolls in and these jingle bells to sing and what to watch and rain.
Can I see you shake it? Ooh, it looks so good. Are you excited to hang it somewhere?
Yes, I am.
Great. So this was the finished DIY Christmas ornament. It came out super cute and looked great on our tree, and our kids were super proud of it. They've told every single person that has come over that they made the little ornaments on the tree. Okay, next up are these salt dough ornaments or decorations. We just made ours as decorations. What you're going to need is a cup of all-purpose flour, a cup of salt, and up to a cup of water. You add in the water gradually. I added it in a 1/4 cup at a time, and I believe I ended up using a 1/2 cup only. So you mix it together, and then it's kind of like a sandy consistency, but you are able to still mold it like dough, but it's a little more grainy feeling. Then what we did was we just took the dough and I flattened it out, and then Molly just took her hand and she pressed her handprint down. I actually ended up doing this with both my kids. And then what we did next was we took cookie cutters. We had trees and gingerbread man, and we did the same thing with the dough. We flattened it out, and then we just pushed the cookie cutters down to make them into the shapes of the trees and the gingerbread. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put them in the oven. If you are using them as ornaments, I would poke the hole before you put them in the oven. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 200 degrees and bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so once they're done baking and they've cooled, you can take them out of the oven. They are going to feel hard, but not so hard that they feel like they're going to crack in half. So after that, I just laid them out on another cookie sheet, and I let the girls paint them any sorts of color that they wanted. I let Molly have at it first, and then I went ahead and let Mia paint it next. This was definitely the highlight of this DIY, was the painting. Both my kids love to do anything coloring, art related, but it can be a mess, so make sure you have a cookie sheet or newspaper or something underneath. Also, it's probably a good idea to have them have an old shirt on or a smock or something over, which I didn't, and luckily it was okay, but they did have paint and everything all over their hands, so just beware of that. But we actually used acrylic paint from Michael's, so it does come off your hands pretty easily, but clothes it does not, so just be careful when you're doing that with your kids. Just beware of that. Leave us a comment down below. Do you guys do crafts with your kids? Do you have any holiday traditions that you do? This was actually the first time that we had ever done anything like this. My kids are still kind of small, so we're just kind of starting new things. But let us know in the comments down below also if you like videos like this, if you want us to do more DIY crafts with my sisters. Also, if you want to go check out her Instagram, it is courtney.diy.crafts. I will link it in the description box below so you can check that out. Here are the finished products. They came out super cute. The handprints are a little rough, but I love them. I hope you guys make this, and don't forget to tag me if you do. Okay, so here's my favorite, this super adorable Christmas tree sign that we made. So what we did was we bought this balsa wood from Michael's. It is spelled like salsa, but with a B. And it kind of felt like plywood, maybe a little bit thicker. It was very easy to cut. You don't need any power tools or anything. We were able to cut it with an X-Acto knife. So we just went ahead and measured out what sizes we wanted the pieces to be. I believe we bought about 4 pieces, so you don't need very many because the pieces were kind of long, and we were able to cut them. Then what we did was we just took acrylic paint in a bunch of different colors, also from Michael's, and painted the pieces. So while the pieces were drying, we took ribbon. You can use any type of ribbon that you like. We chose this pretty gold ribbon with snowflakes on it. And we are just cutting it into 5 strips, just kind of eyeball measuring it with each other. And then you're going to take a hot glue gun and glue it into a half circle. You're going to do that with each piece. Just glue the ends together with hot glue. My sister did mention that she's done this before and it is way easier to do it with a stapler. We didn't have a stapler, so we just went ahead and used hot glue. You can also sew together the end pieces if you would like. Okay, so once you get all the pieces glued down at the end, you're going to take them all and you're going to kind of place them where you want them to be. The idea is to kind of shape it in the shape of a snowflake. So first you're going to take the first 2 pieces and you're going to put them so it looks like a cross. And then you're just going to glue it down at the center. You can see that that's kind of what she's doing here. Once you get it glued down at the center, you're going to want to glue it to itself in the center, and then you're just going to keep going and crisscrossing in that snowflake form and gluing it down at the center and then gluing it down in the middle of itself. And then you're going to take that little circle piece that we had and place it in the middle. Once you finish gluing everything down, we decided that we wanted those 2 little ribbons on the end. So we just took a little piece of ribbon, cut it in half, and kind of figured out where we wanted to place it, and then hot glued it down. Once you glue everything into place where you want it, you just kind of take the ribbon and fluff it up and it puffs up a little bit. This was semi-wired ribbon, so it made it easier because the ribbon stays where you put it. If you don't have wired ribbon, that can be a little bit more difficult. And then this is what the finished ribbon looks like. I think it came out super cute and it was super simple and there was no tying or anything. Super easy. Okay, so now that the paint is dry, my sister's just going ahead and writing the saying on it. We chose to write "Have yourself a merry little Christmas" on it, and she's just using gold permanent marker to write it. You can do this a bunch of different ways. You can trace something on with pencil and then go over it. You can paint it. You can print out words and glue the words on there. Like I said, my sister's very crafty and she has nice handwriting, so we just chose to write on there. You can also put whatever you want on it. Like you can see on the little, we chose to do the little hollies at the end. And then at the bottom where it says Christmas, we did a little snowflake. So right here, she's just kind of figuring out where she wanted to place everything. And then she just takes the hot glue gun and glues it all together. And then that is the finished look. I absolutely love it. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. Okay guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed these 3 little Christmas DIYs. They were all super affordable. Everything that we made was under $10. Those salt dough ornament decorations didn't cost us anything because I already had all of the ingredients. I will try and link all the supplies and everything that we used down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more videos like this. And don't forget to check out my sister's Instagram, courtney.diy.crafts. I will link that in the description box below for more craft inspiration, and message her if you are interested in having her make anything for you. I'm sure she can help you out. And we will be back next time with the continuance of our princess series part 3. So stay tuned and we will see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and share our page. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.